So we are here at Auto Expo 2023. There is quite a buzz, a lot of new models on display over here, a lot of new metal, obviously a lot of interest in it. But what goes behind these products, that's something you can't see, and that's something that's really important, be it in the marketing of the products, be it in selling the products, servicing it and keeping customers happy. And for that you need specialized solutions. And we have with us the founder of Orbitys Technologies, Gurbinder Singh Dhillon, who's been in the space for a long time now. Orbitys, they provide end-to-end network solutions for OEMs, and we're going to have a chat with him on really what goes behind these products in the background. Gurbinder, thanks for talking to us.
Pleasure.
I think obviously we've got a lot of nice shiny metal over here, a lot of people interested in it, but there's more to selling this, keeping customers happy than just displaying it over here.
Absolutely, yes. So, that's a very good question you pointed out. We generally don't discuss this because it's not a very glamorous place to be in, perhaps. An OEM brings a product to a market, they get it passed, they launch it, they do marketing, they do service. There was a time when you could do this with silos. So the distribution was different, the selling is different, the after sales is different, and anything else is different. So generally speaking, an OEM will probably have around maybe 10, 15 systems to do this. Imagine that you had to push traffic, data traffic through all of them. How do they integrate? It becomes a very tough job. And now go to a small OEM who's just come in. He needs to be agile. He doesn't have the money to put into technology at this rate. So our platform allows any OEM, be it small or big, to connect right from production down to the end of life of the vehicle. So therefore, things like distribution, pre-sales, retail, after-sales, service, parts, CRM, mobile apps, customer feedback, everything comes together in one platform.
Right.
So you need a lesser number of people to run it. There's more trust on the information because everything is passed in secure channels. And for a small OEM, it makes a lot of sense because it tends to keep your costs low.
Right.
So this is what the background system is, the thing working at the back, the magic at the back comes from technologies like these.
And tell me, obviously from our point of view, it's the consumer in the end who has to benefit. That's how it is. So while it's not obvious, where are really the pain points of the consumers where these solutions could really alleviate it?
Okay.
Could it be in managing things like waiting lists? I'm just trying to understand in terms of inventory management, again, which reflects in what models are available, not available, that sort of thing.
Absolutely. So we should never forget that end of the day, we're actually doing this for customer satisfaction, always. How this helps a customer is that if the information comes from a trusted channel and a trusted source, the customer is sure of getting commitments fulfilled as promised to him. A simple thing like waiting lists for bookings, it has to be transparent. You need to know when is my vehicle coming. So we've done very interesting projects, like we can give the exact estimated time of arrival of a vehicle to a customer on the day he books the car.
But that's very interesting because a lot of customers, the frustration is they don't know when they're getting their car.
Yes.
But is there a problem also that even the OEMs don't know because they have some supply chain issues as well?
So supply chain issue is a genuine issue. And we've seen all plans going wrong because of supply chain issues. But this arises more from systems which are separate from each other. They don't talk to each other in time.
Right.
They don't talk to each other securely. And even if they do talk to each other, it's through a very complex IT layer where the customer gets pushed out of the system.
So you could even integrate the supply chain into the delivery time.
Yes. So we've done projects on that. We've successfully done it. In the same way, when you look at transparency for after sales, if a customer has to get a service done, there's a certain standard of service pushed by each OEM down to each dealership. How does the OEM enforce that policy consistently across a network? So that in the end, the information that comes out, whether it's simply a customer invoice, is backed up by a trusted channel.
Right.
Now the customer knows, ठीक है, मेरे को बोला तो ये होगा.
Right.
I trust this.
Right.
That is where we came from always.
Right.
That the system should be tight, fully integrated, low on resource utilization, yet bring so much truth into all the stakeholders that ultimately it's the customer who will benefit.
Right.
Even the OEM will benefit. He can run his operation at much lower costs.
Right.
There's one other. I'd also like to talk to you about one more thing, is training. So for instance, dealerships have multiple brands. Each brand team works in a silo. They're trained separately, they work separately. If somebody leaves, it's a problem. In our platform, you don't need silos. Everybody knows everything.
Right.
So shifting people around, moving them around, changing, upgrading is a much easier job to do.
Right.
So overall, the cost to, especially a smaller OEM, is very low.
Right.
Compared to what he would pay if he went to.
Right. So last question, Gurbinder, it is quite fascinating how everything can be integrated. Do you think for the smaller OEMs, this can be a differentiator? And quite honestly, I mean, why are you so confident that a company like Orbitsys can do it? You've got bigger names out there as well. You've got SAP, you've got whoever, Salesforce, doing all that sort of stuff. Just taking some names to be honest. But is the strength giving a slightly bespoke solution for the let's say exactly for the OEM?
Okay, so on competition, it's a good question. Yes, we do have much bigger competitors. But most of the approach to these systems has been very IT-centric. We need to make it customer-centric and business-centric.
Right.
That's what differentiates us. This is the biggest differentiator we carry with ourselves. Now, how does it happen? If you integrate everything end-to-end, look at a smaller OEM. Look at we work with Adishwar Auto Ride India, with Benelli. They have 7 brands. They have 34 variants. They have 116 outlets within the space of 12 months. So when they want to pivot any city, any display, our system is available instantly. It's scalable. So for a smaller OEM, he should not have to worry about technology costs, or he should not be looking over his shoulder waiting for technology to catch up.
Right.
Our platform comes with 25 years of learning in it. So anything he's going to face 10 years from now, we already know about it.
Right.
And we are scalable. That's what actually differentiates us from all our bigger competitors.
Right. Well, Gurbinder, thanks a lot for talking to us. I mean, clearly, I think what's important is that, what goes behind the vehicle. Today, customer satisfaction, it's all about that. Be it for a waiting list, be it for transparency of service, or just basically having a good overall ownership experience. Technology is really what is driving it today, and that's where really, bespoke companies or specialists really come into play. Thanks very much.
Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All the best. Thank you.